Traditionally, a TSA president's remarks are deep thought reflections on the very busy year that all TSA presidents have had, and then at the end you hear the credits to others. Please allow me to reverse that order. My real boss should have been in the audience, Princess Louisa, my granddaughter. Yet yesterday, she came down with a high fever, and today her dad is getting sick too. They decided to stay in Boston. Family first. Louisa is my inspiration. All that I've done last year was for her, and of course, by extension, for your children and grandchildren. Regretfully, that required limiting my visits with Louisa and her parents, Bettina and Andreas. My other granddaughter, Anina, almost 3 months old now, and her parents, Linda and Florian, cannot be with us either. And she too missed out on some. My brother Thomas and his wife Gudrun are here today. Both are physicians, and my brother is even an anesthesiologist. For many years, Thomas has played left tackle for me, and I suppose his wife for him. Those of you who've come to the TSA meetings during the last 20 years certainly have met Becky, my wife. Without any objection, Becky has allowed me to indulge in working as a TSA member in a variety of roles. Without my wife and my family, I would be nothing. They nurture me and sustain me. Thank you.
It's been a very motivating year for me, and it's been refreshing to see how much energy and enthusiasm that DrHein brought to the office of the presidency.
I've known Till for a long time, and he's brought a lot of enthusiasm to the TSA. And it's an infectious enthusiasm. He's been very innovative, such as the creation of the Texas Surgical Quality Collaborative. It was one thing that I would highlight is he's a real visionary and made a number of great contributions to the society.
I really want to thank you for the time and effort. I know it took a lot of sacrifice on your part, and we truly, as a society, appreciate it. You have definitely left your mark and a legacy that's going to be very difficult for those that follow in your footsteps to actually fill them.
When you are at the helm of any organization, you have to face the fact that the buck stops right here. It is your job to handle all the unpleasant stuff, make painful telephone calls, or even visits. You have to deal with internal strife. I'm surprised. I had very little of that this year.
For me, being a new anesthesiologist, a recent graduate and recent practitioner here, Till has been very, very instrumental in my getting involved in TSA and providing an example of how to roll up one's sleeves and get to work. He does it himself, and so he's an example to follow. And he does that more as an active person instead of, saying you should do this, you should do that. And so I think we all of us, want to be more like Till in terms of benefiting our society, benefiting the anesthesiologists in the state and the patients in the state.
I just want to really thank Dr. Hein for all his leadership skills this past year in leading the TSA. One of the things that I attended that really helped me was the TSA practice management seminar that he started. It was a really great conference, and I hope that continues. And his philosophy of rolling up the sleeves and putting on the tennis shoes and staying involved has really helped all of us re-energize as members of the TSA. So thank you, Dr. Hein.
Till has an unlimited supply of energy. You can always tell him out in a crowd. He's the guy with the tennis shoes on, leading the crowd, bringing the ideas forward to our members. For all of his efforts, I appreciate his time, his devotion to the specialty, and most of all, his enthusiasm.
Thanks for allowing me to serve as your president. And yes, my sleeves are still rolled up, and I got my running shoes still on. And do you remember the sage advice from the house of God? When you come to a code, first take the pulse, Your own, that is? Well, for that, I got my snazzy yellow heart rate watch. Thank you all.
I think he'll truly be recognized as one of the great leaders of our society when history is written, and want to thank him for what he's done for our society, for our specialty, and for medicine as a whole. It's been truly an inspiration to watch.